What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Let's talk about a little bit of K-pop news that I find honestly really interesting, and I'm trying to figure out exactly. There's some things that I'm kind of curious about. So of course we're talking about the fact that at least the headline, which I think is absolute kind of clickbait, but you know, what are you gonna do? But for this news article that I saw on Soompi, which the headline of it is 2 PM members appointed as directors of JYP Entertainment, which would lead the reader to believe, before they clicked on it, of course, that the 2 PM members are kind of like now running JYP Entertainment, like they are in charge, they're calling the shots for like the entire company. Which I suppose, if the intent, which clickbait, I'm not entirely sure, because there's a thing like that's I think there's a differentiation, because people on YouTube specifically, you know, my area of most experience, people complain about clickbait titles on videos all the time, whereas a lot of people who are doing like YouTube, you know, tips and tricks and hacks and stuff like that, on, you know, strategies on how to grow your YouTube channel, always talk about having titles that are click worthy and that aren't necessarily clickbait. And those two are really kind of, you know, close together, where, you know, it's like 2 PM are directors of JYP Entertainment, but then the article is something completely different about 2 PM and JYP. But I think that this title is actually something that's click-worthy, because they are directors in JYP of something, but not directors of JYP Entertainment in general. So the question is, of course, what are they directors of? And so the quote from JYP that had come out, which it says that fitting their highest level of seniority within the group, 2 PM will be directors of external affairs and promote JYP. So they're basically going to be the directors of like their marketing, I suppose, is really what you would kind of call that, which I think is interesting, that, you know, just because apparently JYP, or 2 PM I should say, has been a part of the JYP organization for as long as they have, that they get director titles over a department in the company. And so I'm not entirely sure if that's just like, you know, a formality thing, because, you know, culture and respect and all this other stuff, that like we're just going to give you a title and you're not actually going to do anything like that. You have no responsibilities as directors of external affairs. You know, I don't know exactly what that means. Like if they're actually going to be, you know, involved in the business of promoting JYP, like within Korea and internationally, or if they were just given that because of their status within the company, which I would assume that it is more, they were given the title just for the status and for the recognition, and to kind of give them a thing so that they have a prestigious title within the company, just because. And I don't necessarily see that they really have the skills for marketing, or the brain for marketing, or the experience for marketing. But of course, I have no idea anything about these guys, so I don't know what their experiences are and all that stuff. But it's a very interesting kind of thing that, you know, after their renewal of contracts, that the 2 PM members were kind of given, you know, I guess director level, you know, titles within the company, overseeing an area within the company, a department or whatever. And I just don't necessarily understand why. Of course, you know, because not a whole lot of information, I assume, was given out into the source that Soompi based their article off of. There's not a whole lot of information as to like what exactly their responsibilities are going to be, which is why I kind of assume that there will be no responsibilities for them. But, you know, it's definitely very kind of, you know, interesting. And maybe potentially this just means that you'll see 2 PM members all over JYP advertising, or, you know, leading promotions, and, you know, being the kind of the face, and being the person that comes out to make announcements and do all this other stuff. It'll be an interesting thing to see kind of how this plays out, if it actually means anything, which I'm not anticipating it to mean anything at all. But if it does mean anything, 2 PM right here, I'm available. I can do stuff. I'll make videos. That's what I do. So if you need someone to make videos, I can make some videos, maybe. Of course, you'd have to ask. I'm not gonna go, except for right here. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm available. So if you need me to promote JYP in their groups, then I will gladly do that. But I don't know. It's just a little weird to me that this is a thing. But, you know, glad that they got some status within the company, aside from just being performers like they are. You know, as a part of 2 PM. And hopefully this, I don't know, we'll see what happens, and hopefully they, I guess, can have a long career within the business structure of JYP Entertainment. That's really all that I've got. So I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking about this, because do you share my thoughts of like, this is a little confusing and I don't really understand why, and I don't think that this actually means anything, or do you think that this is actually a big time thing and that this is going to be really important for them and the company or something like that? Whatever it is that you think, though, of course, just because I think one thing doesn't mean that what you think, if it's the opposite, is wrong or incorrect or anything like that. We're all here to share our opinions on the topic at hand, which of course is the topic of this news story show. So share your thoughts and opinions on this. I'm interested in hearing what people have got to say, because this is definitely a story that could generate quite a few talking points and some interesting things and bring out some interesting thoughts. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have got to say. No matter what it is, do not be afraid to share whatever it is that you think, because this community that I'm trying to build here is all about having some free and open, and of course, most importantly, friendly discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you're interested in joining that community, please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below so you can stay updated with everything, or so you can join that community. And of course, if you want to stay updated with everything that I'm doing 24/7, click on the bell icon so you can turn notifications on, so you can be guaranteed that you will not miss a single video that I upload in the future. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.